Good morning. Okay, I am live here. I didn't realize that I'm live for this song. There's a bit of a delay. Good morning. Okay. I am live here. I hope that you can hear me. Okay. I am going to see what's here for everyone. Okay. This is what we're starting with. Okay, where you want to be when we are looking at this. This is what I'm feeling for before I came live. It was this, where do you want to be? Where you want to be? And so we're going to explore this. Where you want to be when we are looking at this. This is what I'm feeling for before I came live. So here we are going. The first card. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This here. Guardian angel, you're not alone. And so I think that's really important to learn and know right off the bat, that when we are in this, it doesn't matter where we are in our journey, we are not alone. We're not meant to be alone. It's just not the way that it works. We are all connected. We are all one. This idea of separation happens when our souls come to Earth, because this is the way that it is. Earth is a space of duality, and I have been working with a lot of people recently who are in a place of we strengthen ourselves first. At least this is how it's supposed to be. Strengthening ourselves first. And then as we go through relationships, navigating situations, doing our best to become whole and enter in this and work towards this space of wholeness, so that we can show up in our best way to move forward with those people who we want in our lives. This is the first time I'm going live on YouTube from Zoom. And so for anybody who watches this, if you can let me know how it's streaming, if there's any glitches, that kind of thing, it would be great. So because it's just really strange the way that it's doing this and how I'm seeing this. So, but I'm just going to continue with it. This message is not going to be, this little reading isn't going to be that long. It's like I said, this is just a test. So please give me your feedback, and I'm live. So maybe there's going to be some of you watching live. I've honestly never done this, and it's just been like, yeah, this is an experiment for me. So all right, so this where you want to be and knowing that we're not alone is huge, because so many people we can I'm seeing feet, and when you go to take a step and it just stops. And this is that feeling stuck. It's like I'm waiting for all these other things to happen before I take these steps. And it's like, wait a minute, no. You've been taking all these steps and you have been up to this point, but now maybe the reason why you're feeling stuck is because you're being held by a stronger force here to sit back, to allow the fog to dissipate, to get more clarity, and to ask yourself, like, what do you really want in certain situations? What is it that you're after? Because without like, what do you want in personal relationships? This is what's coming up, and a theme that we all have in our lives are the relationships, whether they be family, friends, coworkers, romantic partners. Okay, so there's quite a few stones that I felt called to just not called. I've pulled a bunch. This doesn't usually happen, but I'm shaking them, and we're gonna drop them and see where they go on the. There's I have the card here, and I feel like, oh, look it, split the deck, and enjoy growth and reap rewards. Okay, so this is here when I cut the deck. This is what's on here, and when I'm looking at this this picture here, it's the lady. And before I started the reading, the beautiful thing here is the Lord, the lady, and the Lord. And so I'm going to hold this up here for you all to see, because this is that finding that strength within first. And balancing the masculine and feminine within ourselves, and knowing that this is the way for us to become whole within ourselves, and know that it's important to observe and be aware of our own challenges, our own shadows. I've been going through some of my Intuitively You course that I developed, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. Maybe it's time to relaunch that. And I was going through, and there's a part in there, and before we start anything, before any practices, any let's open the third eye, let's ground, let's center ourselves, let's do all these things, that ultimately this journey of where we want to be, we need to be here first. And sorry, I'm being completely got drawn to the card here again, and the apples that are on here, and what the apple has represented in the past. And this you know, there's stories about about creation, and masculine and feminine, and this within ourselves, that the alchemical union, that the transmuting the darkness into the light, understanding all of that, and understanding the light and shadow attributes of masculine and feminine, and knowing the Lord and the lady are really, you know, this isn't about gender. And I have to be very make sure that we know this, that gender is not, what is the word here, it's like gender doesn't decide how masculine or how feminine you are within, or our expression of it. It doesn't need to be. And a lot of the, we'll say, souls that are on earth right now have this beautiful balancing of masculine and feminine already. And a lot of children do. And like we know, this is our programming. But okay, so now I have these stones that are here. There were 4 that came out, and the way that they came out here, I'm going to give the message where they're sitting here. So when it says you're not alone in this card here that came out first with this feather, and we've got here, we've got the triangle, the 3, and this also represent, oh, and we've got the Merkaba behind here as well, sacred geometry. But the 3 that are showing, the 3 is the, when we think of this, of creation, we've got the masculine, the feminine, and the creation. And that number 3 is about that the 2 creating something, and this 3rd, at least that's the way that I'm seeing this here today. So knowing that you have this grounded protection, and this protection isn't something that is outside of oneself. Yes, it can be, and we can have these other things that are there to protect us, but we're talking about our own journey and getting to know ourselves inside and out so well that we know how we respond, how we react to external stimuli, to to certain situations and where we're at in our journey of growth, how strong we are within ourselves is going to determine how well um, we can interact and um, uh, coexist, collaborate, share, build community, all of everything, work, live. But it really comes down to this being able to govern oneself from a place of awareness with what's happening on the outside and understanding what things do affect us and have affected us in the past physically, mentally, emotionally, and staying within that strength within ourselves. Okay, so bloodstone here, and this is okay, so here, this is really about how the message I'm getting off of this stone here is how grounding oneself and really understanding the root, our root, what that root chakra, what security, stability, that's a masculine energy, the earth, masculine right there. And then we've got the green in here. Green connected to the heart and so we've got the water element and this masculine and feminine both here in this stone, and allowing that the masculine energy to really anchor, so that that feminine energy, which naturally is in this flow place of receiving, it's like this giving and receiving space, and that anchoring from the masculine, that earth energy, to be able, so that when we are able to balance these energies within ourselves first, and that union of that strength that we can embody that comes from both the masculine and feminine, that then we can really be strong as we move forward in our day to day. And that is what's going to get you to where you want to be. Need to be. We may have ideas of where we want to be, which is important, but also knowing what we need. And when we're in a place of awareness, when we know what we'll say shortcomings are, when something comes in, we can accept it in a different place, in a different mindset, and say, yes, I see why this is here as part of my life, and thank you, and be in a place of gratitude to take that to the next level of helping it shift something within ourselves, or something that we need to take action for, to so that we are stronger moving forward. And now I'm looking at this, at the Lord here card, and this here with I see rams behind. I'm also seeing snakes, two snakes, and this is that serpent energy. I'm seeing an Ankh, and this we don't need to go into Thoth and the Egyptian symbolism in this that I'm picking up on. I'm going to, okay, I feel, okay, not time for these last two stones yet. Okay, I do have no idea how many minutes we've been on here. Okay, but I've been drawn to my Cosmic Tarot deck. So we're gonna just ask here. Practical. I'm hearing the word practical. So what is some practical guidance? Okay, there we go. So we've got here the Seven of Cups, and this okay, you guys, I have to like show this here. Maybe, I hope you could see this. So maybe not see the imagery on, there is so much on here. It feels making decisions. I'm seeing an athame, or seeing that like the sword here, but this is Seven of Cups. So and it came out reversed, and as much as we can read things reversed, I'd like to just feel into the energy of this card first. But there is a surrendering that's coming with this. It's like in this place of going, you know what? Yes, like there's been some, we'll say some lessons that have happened, some heartache that has been felt, the endings, and just the overspilling of emotion and feeling overwhelmed right now with like this direction. I feel stagnant. How do I move forward? Where do I go? There's so much coming at me. I don't know how to process all these things. And then it's like, oh, look it, this one cup fell, and then this little serpent came out of it. And when we know that the serpent or the snake is this, the transformation and the shedding of, this is, we know this part of it, but let's take this a step further in this session, in this reading, for everyone right now. And if this is resonating with you, let me know. Of where you're at in your life. But this here to me, and when we see this, like, look at, there's the male, the man and woman here on here, the masculine, feminine, the eyes closed. I'm seeing here the eyes closed is really about taking that time and assessing where things are. There's a person walking out in the, there's so much imagery on this card, but I'm also feeling that there's been heartache here, that you have had to, I, you, we, me, they, go in and really allow those, it's like when the wind's blowing and you can see that there's, the pretty apple blossoms are being taken by the wind. It's like I'm seeing some of those blossoms just being taken away on the wind and being like, you know what, it's okay. Allow those, that's not meant to bear fruit. Those ones, that's not for that. And I don't know, that this is just the way it's coming through right now. Okay, so, and now, okay, I have to sit back for a second because I'm seeing the image, and now, of course, I cannot remember what the name of this is. But there's a sword with the cross, and then there are two snakes that are, they're intertwining, they're going up the sword. And this is all, this is seen across in our, like, it goes way back in history, you guys, like, even like it's a medical, like it's on the side of an ambulance. What is this called? Anyway, this represents that coming together of the masculine and the feminine energies. And this, and as much as like buzzwords and all the things, Kundalini energy is really important, and getting to the place. So this is where this practical guidance is coming in for all of you. It's like homework. Everybody who's been in a workshop of mine, who's come to circles or classes or anything that I have done, knows that I focus on homework as much as, it's not something that is forced ever, but I look at homework as it's like an indicator of how committed you are to this growth and trusting what is there for you on your path. And so what practically can we do? And we're being asked right now to sit in a place of recognizing how energy feels within your body. And we know this, we know all about clearing the chakras and the 7 energy centers in your body. And that there are many more chakras within the body, but our main 7 that we have that start at the root, that go all the way up, and then we've got the crown. And I like to focus also on the soul start chakra, which is about a foot above the head. But in this is about being able to bring yourself into center, doing deep breathing exercises to open up that channel and to allow the masculine and the feminine to combine within, and that is how that channel is really going to clear. And that channel is that channel that will connect you to God, to divine, the words that you place in here of where your highest self first, and then beyond, and knowing that we can embody the masculine and the feminine, and it is what we are meant to do within our bodies. We are meant to hold a balancing of this. And when we're looking at this on like a larger scale on the world right now, in the world stage, we need the balancing so much. And so there's this rise of the divine feminine. But what does the divine feminine mean? What does the divine masculine mean? It is about accepting the shadow, accepting the light, knowing how we can transmute one into the other, and to be able to recognize that it's still there, but not let that toxic side of it to control our actions as it may have in the past. If we have this desire to control, especially I'm seeing, if this speaks to you where you feel that you need to control your emotions, you need to control how you are showing up so that others don't judge you for being a certain way that might be too much masculine or too much feminine based on whatever it is that people have this idea of what the masculine and feminine is, which is still fucked up in our society anyway. So this is the people who follow my page. I know that you're not in the beginnings of your journey, and if you are, you're meant to fucking be here anyway and hear what I'm having to say here. So the homework: sit with yourself, do a little bit of reading. This came through in a couple of sessions this past week where people were encouraged to read more, whatever it is, because this alchemical union and this divine, like the masculine, the feminine, the journey of the wheel of the year, of going through all of the, I'm seeing like the tarot now, of going through and starting at the Fool, and this journey of the soul that really, where are you in this? Where are you in this recognition of all of your own masculine, shadow masculine traits? What are your light attributes that you carry and embody that are from the masculine? And what are they in the feminine that you carry? So there are so many women that I know and that I work with who struggle with connecting to that feminine aspect of themselves because they've been trained to be so darn masculine, because that's what strength is. And because a lot of their natural essence is very sensual, and some of the women that I have worked with are very feminine, but they embody a masculine presence of expression. And so this is about learning how to express oneself and embody the both within, and know that when you are able to be in that place of such sacred power, and that it is a beautiful place that we can reach within ourselves, and when we go into this place, that we then can navigate life and bring in a different way that will bring in more of those relationships. And being able to understand ourselves so fully brings us in a space of immediately upping our boundaries. It naturally gives us a different energetic set point that is leveled up. So do something good for yourself. Make a decision today to face something that scares you, that has scared you, and to look at those things within yourself that are masculine and feminine. What are the toxic, or the shadow and the light, the good and everything in between, and see where it is that you possibly need balancing, or how you can balance those things better within your own life to feel better. All right, you guys, I have a session to do right now, and I am going to let y'all go. So have a wonderful day, and take care. Now I've got to X out of here somehow. And I don't know how to shut it. I really don't know. I don't know. So let's go here. We are recording and we are going to Zoom, and now I'm going to shut it off, and we have ended. So all of you have a beautiful Thursday, and please comment, let me know how this resonated with you, or maybe it didn't.